all of us would want to shield Mkhwanazi, and I don't think we had any reason to shield Mkhwanazi.
The suggestion is you were shielding him to please the city manager. That's the evidence. That's a complaint against you. It is, you may not have known him. Maybe you met him for the first time at the city of Ekurhuleni. That's not even the conversation. The complaint against you is you did not, firstly, you uplifted his suspension because you were pleasing the city manager and you were rewarded for it financially. Two, you did not do anything. You frustrated or contributed to the frustration of the disciplinary process against him because you were doing the city manager's bidding and you were rewarded for it. That's the accusation against you. So it doesn't help for you to say, I didn't know him. We're looking at your conduct where there's a clear case of serious misconduct, serious, which in another forum should see Commissioner Mkhwanazi go to jail. You become aware of it. You see the charge sheet, it's serious matter. You say, well, they made an agreement, I wasn't involved with it. You say I was instructed. You say I did a forensic investigation, which has nothing to do with the charges. And the explanation from your colleagues who have testified is your role in all of this is explained by you were working with a city manager who was protecting, they say. She was protecting Mkhwanazi. You helped her. And you got rewarded for it. Those are the allegations against you.
Let me give you an example that is sensitive. Beyond this, I won't say much. Today, in 2023, I think that was the first month we suspended Mkhwanazi. My mom passed on. The following weekend, she was buried on Sunday. Monday, I was called to come back to work. And I said, on Mondays, since in Tlambabeki, because we bury on Sunday, I was told if I'm not back at work the following day, I'll be dealt with. That was around 4 o'clock on Monday, that conversation. I had to drive from Queenstown to here, to Joburg. Didn't sleep, I'm a firstborn at home. Never slept. When we're driving, my husband had to stop me while we were sleeping at Bloemfontein. Because you are tired and the car keeps on getting out of the road. The following day I was in the office doing interviews. I've never mourned my mom. On top of that, 5 days were deducted from my salary for burying my mother. So in that period, between February and up to the end of 2023, why would I be loyal to such a person? So I really want this misperception that says some of us were loyal to Dr. Mkhwanazi to be seen differently. It wasn't about loyalty, it was about how we advise and if our advice is taken or not taken. And I thought yesterday I was assisting myself and the commission when I said there's an executive authority, Ekurhuleni. And ultimately, she's fully accountable in everything that is done. And I'm refuting anything that says, in that year, I was loyal to Dr. Mkhwanazi, whereas I went through what I went through. What I'm saying to the commission, we debated on matters. We debated on instructions. Ultimately, she will hear you. Hence, I'm saying, get somebody who's not involved. Leave all of us. Bring another witness who's going to tell you that after debate, she will still have her word done. I really, hence I said yesterday, even on the issue of our increases, she came to me and said, why is Meral supporting you? You know, she pushed it because maybe she had no choice. We did a motivation. It went to the remuneration committee. It went to Meral. That is the loyalty issue. Maybe we're loyal to the authority, the position, not the individual. And lastly, Commission, I want to leave here with a clear tone. Instructions are given. I advise. after advising, if there's an ultimate instruction given, you have to comply. And it's 4 of us, against her or against Julius Mkhwanazi. You know, you have to understand the complexity, and the only way you're going to be assisted is to bring somebody else who is not involved in this matter to deal with it. Thank you, Chair.
I think the issue, the Chair earlier on raised it as someone at your level of seniority, that you're executing instructions like this. And hence my question earlier to you, what is reasonable about the instruction? Because you say, I comply with reasonable instructions. Now, if an instruction is unreasonable and you still comply with it, it makes us ask questions about you and why you would do that which you did. So that's the context or the prism within which you should look at this, that you are employed, you're a Section 56 employee, as I understand. The decision to employ you is not the city manager's decision, as I understand these things. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The decision to fire you is not the city manager's decision. Ultimately, she can lay a complaint against you and you get disciplined, but it's not her decision. And then you are making these decisions, you become party to decisions that do not make sense, because it does not make sense that you ordered the upliftment, and you ordered it because it's in your letter, it's in your handwriting, in the same way that you keep saying, well, Chief Mapia wrote the letter, and therefore it's him. It applies to you too. You wrote the letter uplifting the suspension. It's not good enough, is the point at least that I'm making, for someone of your seniority. It's not good enough to say, I acted on instruction. It's not. You're supposed to bring to bear your professional guidance on matters like this. Nowhere does it record you disagreed with the city manager. Nowhere. Nowhere does it say, you don't give us an email, you don't give us a memorandum, you don't give us a WhatsApp message that says, I disagreed and I told her that I disagree with this, but I implemented because she instructed me and said she'll deal with me if I don't. What we have is her saying she acted on your advice. That's what's on record. With you, we do have a footprint of your letter uplifting the suspension. So it's you who uplifted the suspension. And you must take accountability. And in the same way that you say Chief Mapia should take accountability for his letter, even if he says I was pressured, he must take accountability because he wrote that letter and signed it off, stopping the disciplinary process. Same applies to you. Take accountability for, yes, I uplifted the suspension. Yes, I was wrong to follow that instruction because it was an unreasonable instruction. Not try and justify it as we debated. And then she then at the end of it said, I'm instructing you. Say she instructed me and I should not have followed that instruction. That's all we are asking you to do, is accept it's a wrong instruction to uplift the suspension where the city manager overrides your position. It was a wrong instruction for her to give you. And you should not have followed it. You did follow it, but do at least own up to it and say, I should not have followed that instruction.